On Wednesday night, Austin FC played Seattle Sounders for the sixth time in club history. And after what happened in FC Dallas, Austin FC needed to have a bounce back win against Seattle Sounders, but unfortunately, that didn't happen. Austin FC lost to Seattle Sounders again in the last minute in a 2-1 score. And the only goal scored for Austin FC came from a Sebastian Driussi goal. But my reaction to this game was it was controversial. I was surprised about the loss, but it left me speechless about that one specific call. But before I get to that, let's look at the starting lineup. This lineup itself was much more better than the previous two lineups we had against St. Louis and FC Dallas. We went back to the old formation we've been using this entire season, the 4-2-3-1. Same back four players. Matt Hedges and Julio Cascante were starting center backs. Fullbacks was Nick Lima and John Gallagher. Two players in the midfield, or center midfield players. Johan Valencia took over for Danny Pereira because Danny Pereira got a red card in that FC Dallas match. And Austin FC's favorite son, Owen Wolf, got another start against Seattle Sounders. Three players in the midfield. This time are three attack midfield players. On the right side, Ethan Finley saw minutes on the bench, well-deserved rest he needed. So this time, Memo Rodriguez got his first ever start at Q2, first home game for Austin FC against Seattle Sounders. On the left side, Rigoni got his second start in a row. And on number 10 was Driussi, who was in the center midfield player. And our number 9 was Jazzy Zardes. So I could say that Austin FC was trying to go all out offensively because it was better for two reasons. Driussi is much more comfortable as a number 10, meaning he was trying to be creative and trying to roam around more in the midfield. And with our goal poacher, Zardes, starting as a number 9, our striker. So I could say I like this lineup. It was better than the previous two, but on the field, it's a whole different story. For the first half, Austin FC had a decent to solid performance, much more better than the one against FC Dallas, because in that first half, it was boring, that it was just like a sleeper for me. Because for both teams, Austin FC and Seattle Sounders always put up a good show. Both of them go back and forth to see who can open up the score. But this time, Seattle Sounders was the better version than Austin FC, was much more dominant and much more threatening. Because Austin FC, I think they had two chances to open up the score. Emiliano Rigoni, who's good at taking corner kicks, took a corner kick on the left side that he sees Matt Hedges. Matt Hedges sees, Rigoni's corner kick try that he tries to do a header, but his header is off the bar, way off, you could say. Then minutes later, Memo Rodriguez, who I think to myself, it's too soon now. 3 games in, but it's still too soon. He's a better replacement for Diego Fagundes' spot on the left side. Not like 100%, but he's like 85% Diego Fagundes material. He sees his, chance to open up the score on the left side. He does a beautiful curve with his right, kicks it with his right foot, but Stefan Frey, the goalkeeper of Seattle Sounders, good reflexes, does not let that ball go through, and Austin FC still giving another corner kick. But like I said, Seattle Sounders was a better team than us. They had many chances to open up the score, but they're like us, finishing is that bad. Right before the half, our defense looked kind of solid for the entire match, but in that one play, you could say that Julio Cascante should just be benched in that game against New England, because Julio Cascante was going with a 1v1 situation with Jordan Morris. Jordan Morris, who has been scoring goals for Seattle Sounders this season, almost scored a goal against us, but luckily Stu was right there to stop the shot from Jordan Morris, and they're giving a corner kick. Like I said, Cascante may be a decent player, may be solid, but the last 3 games from the 3 losses we suffered, this time just bench him because we have a healthy Bison and a young talent like Brandon Craig, because this time Cascante sees competition, but I don't understand why Wolf doesn't want to bench him or, start the other 2 players that I mentioned. But like I said, the first half was a decent to solid performance, better than the previous 2 we had, but it's been the story of our season. We're good at making chances, opportunities, but our finishing is so poor. The second half starts, and that's where everything got out of hand. 2 minutes into the second half, Seattle Sounders is given a free kick from a foul that we commit. Nicolas Lelater takes the free kick, sees Jordan Morris, good pass you could say, and Seattle Sounders is winning a 1-0, is up 1-0 against Austin FC. But on the replay, it's where everything is out of control now. Jordan Morris beats both Zardis, Driussi, and Stu, but the thing is that Jordan Morris's body, his left side, is ahead of the line, like at least an inch or two. That should have been right there and offside, but VAR checks, and MLS pro refs say, nope, that's a goal, we're going to give it. And you realize something sketchy is going on, because after that, and minutes later, this is where it got out of control. So Driussi sees John Gallagher, our all-star player for this season, beats his man, a Seattle Sounders defender. He sees Emiliano Rigoni on the right side. Aside of that, both Rigoni and John Gallagher, they link up good every time. It's rare to see that. But like I said, Gallagher sees Rigoni, a good cross from Gallagher to Rigoni. That Rigoni sees the ball, doesn't header, but Stefan Fry denies it, has a good save, and it gets out of the line. That after that, Seattle Sounders was about to score a goal, but I think Hedges or Cascante denies it. But it's where everything gets out of control right here. Now, you could say that's a good save, but on the big screen, it's a goal. Emiliano Rigoni's header, as speechless as I am right now, it crossed the line. Like, we're not talking about Memo Ochoa's save against Neymar in the 2014 World Cup. We're talking about Frank Lampard's goal being denied against Germany in the 2010 World Cup. We now know how Lampard feels. That is right there straight robbery. That is controversial. When you see the full sphere, the full circular soccer ball going through the ball, that should be a goal right there. I don't understand why MLS has the audacity to make a $500,000, half a billion purchase to a new team to the MLS from San Diego, but they don't have the money to get new advancements to make a better improved league. That's right there a goal, no matter what. And you can see that MLS is now worldwide. The entire world is seeing how a joke of a league we are from that play right there. The entire stadium, the Q2 stadium, we had the right to lose our minds. The commentator said that we didn't have the right to be cheering for that goal when we do have the right. Maybe it's against the fact we don't need to see the replay, but it's still, we have the right to express how we felt. VAR, on the other hand, MLS Pro Ref, they didn't see that and they counted it as disallowed. But when you saw Morris's goal, not even a flying millisecond, that's a goal for him. It's just crazy how to know Austin FC got robbed from that one play. Could have ended in a 2-2 draw, but suddenly we lost the match because of it. Minutes later, Driussi scores the tying goal. Memo Rodriguez, again, impressive game, sees Zardes. Zardes does the first assist of his season. The header goes through three Seattle Sound defenders. Driussi taps it in, and right there, now we have a match. The ball this time crossed the ball. Now, Austin FC looked solid for about 5 to 10 minutes, but the thing that annoys me the most was Owen Wolf is still in the field, and Josh Wolf replaces Memo Rodriguez, who I think looked much more impressive and better than Owen Wolf, because Wolf in this game was overwhelmed, and the only player that makes Owen Wolf look better is Danny Pereira, and that's about it. Then Alex Ring comes in, Leo Weisen, who I was glad to see after about 4 months of no playing time. He's on the field, but after that, didn't make any sense. Our substitutions, we were trying to go for a draw, but at the end of the day, Austin FC loses because a really bad defending from Julio Cascante, who again, I would say bench him from this loss. He stops 2 shots from Seattle Sounders, but at the third rebound, a Seattle Sounder player takes a shot, goes in, still delay of a reaction, and John Gallagher was poor when he was inside the line. Right there, game winner for Seattle, Austin FC, another loss, 3 games, 2-1 score. I would say it's kind of tough who to blame this match. Is it on Wolf or is it on MLS Pro Ref? I could say this time it's on the refs because that was a goal right there for us. But when it comes to disallowed goals, you're good at that. But when it's offside, no, you're good at that too. It's really tough who to blame. Also, Wolf here is saying that he blames the defense for the negative 12 goal difference and that we had a solid performance against Seattle Sounders. No. We didn't have a solid performance. We had poor chances that our finishing was so bad too. We had to rely on one call to see if we were given it, but that's on the ref's call. That's me blaming the ref this time. But again, Austin FC loses to Seattle Sounders. Wolf again on the hot seat, and our next match is against New England Revolution. And hopefully you guys understood this video. My name is Manila Mexican 17, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.